Hi, I'm Jeff Hemmel from Boating Magazine. I am in the middle of a 150-mile adventure ride. The conditions are lousy, but that's the perfect way to show off Sea-Doo's new Explorer Pro 170. All right, cut. We can see him in the shot, can't we? Well, you get the picture. I'm in the middle of Lake Weir outside Ocala, Florida. But this is Sea-Doo's new Explorer Pro. It's part of an adventure series. It's designed for riders who aren't going to run from the elements, want to travel further and carry more gear, whether it's a tent, camping equipment, food. Let me dry off a little and I'll show you some of the ways that this boat is set apart from the average PWC. Now, one of the first things you probably noticed from that ultra-realistic intro is that the Explorer Pro features an acrylic windshield. Now, that's a first for the PWC industry. Like similar windshields you'd see on touring motorcycles or snowmobiles, it's designed to funnel air up and over the rider. Now that lessens the fatigue that's caused by noise and wind pressure on a longer ride. Obviously, you can also tuck down below that windshield to get out of the elements. If I run into rain, if I'm out on a cold day, I can tuck under that windshield and it's just gonna extend the amount of time I can spend on the craft. For those who have concerns about impacting the windshield in the event of a fall, it's designed to move forward several inches to absorb any gentle impact. In the unlikely event that it's hit any harder, it pivots fully forward and flat to prevent injury. On a hot summer day like today, you might not always want that protection. There's a small vent at the base of the windshield that'll bring in some fresh air, or you can totally remove it with a basic hand tool. Now, while the windshield is the most obvious addition to the Explorer, what'll be a real game changer is the increased storage that this boat offers. Sea-Doo designers have added an extension to the aft swim platform. Now that adds 11 inches to the length of the craft. In between that extension and the saddle, Sea-Doo has also added a multi-cargo rack plate. Now that includes 6 of Sea-Doo's Link accessories. Now those are pop-up cleats that attach a variety of accessories like the 100-liter gear bag, fuel caddy, and cooler I've got here. I could also strip out all of these things, load this up with 5 fuel caddies, and double this craft's range. Now that's great for the Explorer or the adventure rider. Other useful features on the Explorer Pro include the front bumper. Now that's what Sea-Doo calls it. In reality, it's really more of a grab rail. And where that comes in handy is if I'm going to pull this craft into a beach. I no longer have to bend over and have that back-breaking job of muscling this craft ashore. I can simply grab that rail and pull it. It's also a nice spot to tie off dock lines, anchor lines, or even attach a GoPro. Settle into the saddle and you'll note a 7-inch Garmin touchscreen GPS. Now again, for the adventure type rider, that's perfect because it's going to let you know where you're going in unfamiliar waters. In addition to the Garmin, you've also got Sea-Doo's 2-part information display. Now the cool thing about that is it interfaces with the Sea-Doo app. I can put up Navionics navigation information, I can pull up weather information, control the stereo. It just gives a really nice high-tech touch to this boat. As adventure and touring riders are also apt to run into some rougher conditions, riders most likely will like to stand. That way you can absorb some of that shock with your legs. Rather than a bent over posture, in addition to tilt steering, I can also adjust these handlebars 3 inches upward. Now that just gives me a better posture to handle the rougher conditions. These gunnel footrests also provide a more comfortable spot to rest your feet when sitting sideways in the saddle at rest. Several existing Sea-Doo features also work well with the adventure mindset. A standout is the intelligent debris-free pump system. Now if I run into weeds or debris, the IDF system can reverse flush the pump by simply spinning the impeller in reverse. It's all done right here from the saddle at just the touch of a button. Speaking of convenience from the saddle, the Explorer Pro also features this Sizeable Bow Storage compartment. Now I can easily access it from a seated position. And of course, no craft today would be complete without a sound system. This standard Bluetooth audio package adds 2 speakers aimed at the driver to provide ample volume without annoying other water users or those on shore. The source, likely your phone, can be tucked away in this waterproof compartment in the glove box. As to the craft below the adventure-minded features, the Explorer is based on the Sea-Doo GTX, a flagship 3-passenger hull with a deep 23-degree dead rise. Now that excels in the kind of rough water conditions that adventure-minded riders are apt to encounter. It's also the most stable platform in the PWC market at rest, meaning you can confidently access all those items on the aft platform without tipping the boat. Now, if you're the type of rider who's longed to go longer distances, explore, maybe even spend the night out camping on a beach and bring all the gear you need with you, you're going to want to check out Sea-Doo's Explorer Pro 170. I'm Jeff Hemmel for Boating Magazine, and you can find my full review in the pages of Boating as well as in our annual buyer's guide.